Hey guys, welcome back to Paracord Planet. Today we're making a Trilobite bracelet with some bright microcord stitching. So for this project, you need about 15 to 20 feet of 550 paracord. I've got 18 feet for my 8-inch wrist, so you can see how much I have left over at the end for your own calculations. And then I need about 6 feet of this microcord. For Trilobite bracelets, I like to use a 5/8 inch buckle, but that's really up to you. Let's dive in. I like to make Trilobite bracelets on a jig, since it's really important that the center strands of this bracelet stay straight as we're weaving our cords. You don't have to, you can definitely do it in your hands, but if you're interested in getting a jig, we'll put a link to that in the description, and also a video on jigs in the end screen. We're going to start by just hitching our cord to the top buckle. So I've separated my buckle and put it onto my jig. That just involves folding the cord in half like this, down through the buckle. Then we'll take the two ends of our cord and put them through that loop. Then we'll bring both of those cords down to the bottom buckle and separate them out. I'm going to use this left one first. We're just going to bring that cord down through the buckle. With the end going off to the right side. We'll then bring it over the top, around and up through the bottom of that buckle. Then we'll take this end here and feed it down through the retaining loop. And before tightening this knot down, we want most of our slack to be on this side, leaving just enough cord for the final bracelet to fit around our wrist. And I'll make a mirror image of that knot with our other cord. And finally, we'll bring those cords back up to the top. Put the end down through the corresponding side of the buckle. Once you do that on both sides, we're ready to begin the Trilobite weave. This time around, we're going to be adding our microcord in as we weave the bracelet. So we'll start by just putting that over the two center strands like this until both of these lengths are equal. We want our weaving cords to go over the top of that. And these can sit out of the way until we make that first Trilobite knot. So now taking these cords, if you've done a Trilobite before, it's going to be exactly the same as a normal Trilobite. If you have not, then you'll want to pay attention to this part. This right side cord is going to go over the first cord, underneath those middle two, and over the top of that last cord. The left side is going to be the opposite. It's going to go underneath that first cord, over the middle two, and then underneath that last cord. So it has this X pattern. We don't want this cord to go straight across and underneath like this. We want them to make that nice X. So now we'll pull all the cord through on those. And this is where it's important to keep these middle cords straight, because we want to cinch up our knot right underneath and then pull both of our ends tight. This orange cord can just kind of hide out underneath there. We'll make one more of those before we add in our microcord. Bring that right side cord over the top, under, over, and the left side cord under, over, and then down here, under. And now we'll take that microcord, and again make sure both sides are even so that we don't run out of cord on one side before the other. And we're going to bring this cord down. I'll start with the left side. And we want that to come up right next to the crux of our X. And then it's going to go down again up here. So if you want to think of it as this one cord turning around, it goes over and then under. We've got this bend right here. It's going to go over both of those cords. So we'll pull that through like that and do the same on the other side. After both of those are in, we want to tighten down our knot. Tighten the 550 first, and then tighten down that microcord. And we'll just keep on repeating that pattern. So once more, we've got our Trilobite set up with our X. Bring our microcord up next to our X and down again here. Up next to the X and down again. Tighten the 550. And then the micro. And that's it for the pattern. We'll keep on going with that, and you can see how it looks all stacked together. When you get to the end of bracelets like these, and also things like the fishtail, it's really hard to get the end of the cord through that remaining space, but just do as much as you can, slide your weave even tighter together, and then once you're done, you can slide that little gap closed. So I'm going to do one more of these. And then after that's done, I'm just going to take this cord that ends on top and do 1/2 pass. So that's coming up through here. Squeeze it down a little bit more. And down through the other side. That way both of the cords are going to end on the bottom. Once that's done, you can kind of slide your weave apart to fill in that last remaining space. Now we can take it off of the jig and clip those ends. So I thought this microcord adds some nice flair to a Trilobite bracelet. It's a little bit harder to do that stitching on a Trilobite, harder than a fishtail or a cobra, but I think this worked out well. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to do it for yourselves, we put links in the description to where you can find the supplies for yourself. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you around in the next video.